Hey, how are you guys? This is an English version video. It's regarding hypertension. Hypertension, uh, as we know, my mom, I remember when I was little, my mom had a hypertension since I know her, you know. And of course, all those medications, they got really stuck in my mind. But the main thing about this video is awareness, you know and sometimes you don't feel anything, you know sometimes yes, and sometimes it's localized. I have a family member that she has a hypertension in her lungs, you know all right. It's localized, so if we if we talk about, like, in general, how the metabolism, why we have that, why we have hypertension, all right. So to make things easier, so everybody we understand, right? We have veins, arteries, and all that, right? So we have the veins, right? So, and the veins are muscles. They are like involuntary. They just based on your rhythm and your, if you're running, if you are like, it's all depends. They contract and they relax, contract, relax. It all depends. Of course, and who does that is your brain. The brain sends the signal, right? All right. So, remember back when you were 12 years old, like you can run and like, yeah, run, come back, again, come back. And then your muscles, you have a really free path of blood, and what blood carries? Oxygen. That is the main thing. You want oxygen. So so it carry all the nutrients to your tissues, tissues, brain, to your muscles, of course, muscles and all that, and on and on, But eventually, you know, eventually you're getting tired faster, As long when you're getting older, you're getting tired. And so like, hey, what's going on? I remember I used to do this. There's a typical phrase. I used to, But guess what? Yeah, guess what? Who show up? Cookies, sodas, and then like, oh yeah, let's. I wanna show everybody that I'm up, And then you come up with start smoking, right? That includes the chewy tobacco as well. Let's see what else. Oh, this one. And then you came out with this, right? So all the all the starch food, you know, like this one, like weekends for some people, but cookies, rice, this could be sometimes 3 times a day. Yeah, sugar. Remember? So this is why we become intolerant. And we haven't mentioned cow milk. We haven't mentioned. So now, what is it? What now? What's going on? Now, your veins, arteries, and all that is like it's getting thinner. Like, you know, and then like high blood pressure. Like, oh, but I don't feel anything. No, you don't feel anything. But sometimes you get migraines. You feel really tired. And then guess what? All right, here is the famous pill, like right here. You know, you have to take this pill. So this pill is gonna fool the muscle, and then the muscle is gonna expand. You know, the muscle is gonna relax chemically, right? It's gonna relax, right? But eventually, and then you take 15 years taking this boy right here. Exactly. I'm exaggerating 15 years, you know? So when you take this boy 15 years, and then what happened? This break. Yep, it break. So what happened when this break in your brain? You got a stroke, right? I'm not telling you this because I came up with this. I'm telling you this because that's what they teach me in pharmacology back in pharmacy school. I knew that. They told me they know what's going on. So here we go. So we're gonna get rid of this boy in here, right there. We're gonna get rid of this boy in here, and we're gonna do it the right way. Greens, green juice. Green juice. Number one, right? 3 times a day. Quit. You gotta quit. Coffee. Cow milk. Instead, this coconut milk. Coconut milk. Way so much better. Wow, this boy right here. Ha. So what are you trying to do? You're trying to do the opposite what you've been doing lately. You have to do the opposite. All right. So let me explain what happened in on the cells. Okay. Okay, you have the cell in here, right? Uh, right, the cell. I'm gonna make the organelles in here. Mitochondria. Right here, right? So you are full of sodium in here. Sodium. So what is gonna happen? It doesn't matter if it's in your own. It's just if you have a high blood pressure in one area or in general, you're connected anyway. So it doesn't matter, you know. So when you came with the green juice, when you came with water, and all that. Oh my God, your cells are so happy. They haven't seen that in what, 30 years or 40 years. So they're gonna see that. So that's why I'm saying 3 times a day minimum. You know, with every meal, you gotta add vegetables, right? Okay. So then what happened? And then you came with the with potassium and magnesium from the greens. Some people are like, oh, no, 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 potassium. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Have you seen anyone dying because eating veggies? No. So be focused. All right. Potassium right here. Magnesium right here. Everything that is green. Everything that is green has this. Both. And they are both together in nature. All right. So came and potassium jump here. Potassium jump here inside of the cell and kick the freaking sodium out. right? Through who? There is a pump in here. It's a called sodium potassium pump, right? But and what about the magnesium? Well, the magnesium is right here. It's like a cup, right? You know? Yep. They are both right there. Like Mother Nature and God create everything perfect. Here's that what we are supposed to be. But no, we are like, well, like, haha, Danny, how could you? Like, yeah, all right, do your thing. That's fine. Do your thing. When you get really, really sick, is when things make you change your mind. Like same thing happened to me. I was stubborn. I didn't want to quit sodas. I didn't want to quit cookies. I had an addiction, a really bad one, and it made me sick. I had iritis, which is an immune system disorder, and I was like, with the eye drops, oh, of course, the steroids. What else? Steroids. So it, I didn't heal. Things getting worse. I used to get this. I used to get iritis every 6 months, and then after, I started getting every 4 months, and on and on. So and then what? And then 3 months, and then 2 months, and then like, and oh, another thing, he lasts for a month. Yep. So when I went to my doctor, he's a OMD. He's a Chinese doctor, and he teach me all that. He's a functional doctor. He say like, let's do things right, and this is when everything changed. Everything changed right there. So like, no wonder, you know. So you want your potassium inside, right? But guess what? You have this boy right here. I can't quit that. I can't quit that. Really? I did. It's up to you, It's up to you. So let's say if you take 3 times a day, 3 times a day. Uh Now for 1 week take two. It's little by little, right? You don't have to rush. You don't have to feel like it's like no, you have to go little by little, right? And then one, because sometimes like, oh no, I at least I need the morning one. Yeah, that's fine. Go the morning one. Yeah, all right, good. But eventually the green juice 3 times a day, green juice, that is gonna make you forget about this right here. Because remember back when you were little, you didn't feel that. You didn't feel like, nah, I don't want coffee. I don't like coffee. Coffee is for all people. Exactly. Remember? All right. So that's why, because kids, what they're full. Everything is from the dealer. Everything is new. Have better metabolism. Because they haven't get to that point yet. So think about it. Change that. Quit all the food that is being hurting you for years, and then you will see the difference right there. All right. So this is hypertension. Any questions? Please let me know. Right. Oh, and another thing. Sorry, before I forget. Remind you about this boy right here that they give you. Oh yeah, you just have to take this and blah blah blah. You have to take this once a day and blah blah blah. All right, and we haven't talked about side effects and all that, and then you start coughing and like dry cough and all stuff like that. So But sometimes they don't give you this boy alone. They give you another one. They call water pill. Water pill. Yeah, so this water pill, what it does is all the kind of like sometimes you get a little veggie maybe in your in your lunch when your little water and all that. Yeah, the body's like, oh yeah, we need that, we need that. And then this boy jumps. This one jump, and I'm not making this up. It's right here. And who is endorsing this? Dr. Carlos Cidre. Yeah, I read that, and I said like, no wonder, right? So this right here is kicking all the good water that you have, the little potassium that you got, the little magnesium that you got, the little every mineral, every mineral. So you are bone dry. So remind you, if you're bone dry, there's no metabolism right there. You know, zero oxygen, zero oxygen right there. So, all right. So that's the conversation today. The subject. Any questions? Let me know. All right, guys. Thank you.